Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is David Hill over at Hendrick BMW Northlake in sunny Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm really happy to present to you guys the 2018 X5. Yes, I want to do a video on the X5 because there's a new X5 coming out, but I wanted to let you know that this car is still definitely the top of the list for a lot of people who are looking at a larger SUV. So this is the largest SUV that BMW currently makes. The car is optional with a third row seat. The one I have here is an all-wheel drive 3.5i version, and that is designated as an X drive. So there's a couple different versions of the X5. You can get this one right here. You can also get a rear-wheel drive version that's an S drive. You can get an all-wheel drive diesel, an all-wheel drive hybrid, and an all-wheel drive twin-turbo V8. And that's designated as a 5.0. The one I'm showing you right now, this one is pretty well optioned out. Like I said, it is an M Sport. That gives you the more aggressive bottom end. So you have that signature three openings in the bottom front bumper. Also has the black kidney grille. This is an Apline White paint. Comes with the optional 20-inch M wheels. Now typically M Sport cars are going to have staggered size rims and tires. This one is no exception. So you can see right here, you've got 275/40 R20 in the front, and in the back you got 315/35 R20. So those are the bright finish M Sport wheels. You can also get those in high gloss black. Now, as I had mentioned in a previous video, the M Sport package does give you a different look to the car overall. So I mentioned the front end, I mentioned the wheels. You also in the X5 get full painted finishing touches to the bottom and the sides of the fenders and the rocker panels here, and then the back bumper. So on the other X5s you do have some more black plastics. This is a little bit more dressed up look. You also get the shadow line trim, and that is the high gloss black chrome that runs on the top of the roof rail as well as the side of the window surrounds. Now let's go over to the window sticker here. I'm going to show you what is equipped on this vehicle in particular. You can see it starts off at 59.5. That's all-wheel drive before destination. Got Canberra beige leather with black trim, and that is for the carpeting, of course, and then the door panels. You have a driving assistant package with the blind spot heads-up display, lane departure warning, lighting package, full adaptive LED headlights with adaptive high beams. The $600 add from the M Sport package gives you that 20-inch wheel. Then you have the multi-contour seats. I can show you those later. The heated steering wheel. So if you've had BMWs in the past, you might notice there's no cold weather package on here. That's not available in 2018. We instead give you heated steering wheel as an option and heated rear seats as an option, since a lot of customers only really liked the heated steering wheel. Then you have the upgraded Harman Kardon surround sound. So total price MSRP is $72,510. You can see the fuel economy rating right there. Average is about 20 mpg, 24 highway, 18 city. That's of course not being in sport and also not being in Eco Pro mode. And you see it does come, just like every new BMW, comes with that BMW Ultimate Care Maintenance Program, which is for the first 3 years or 36,000 miles, and you can see what it covers right there. You might notice that a brake change is not on that list. Most customers in the new car market, especially if you're getting the last version of the X5, a lot of them are leasing. And so during a lease, this is typically what you're going to expect. But you do have an option to pay a small fee to reinstate that full maintenance with the brake change, or 4-year, 50,000 miles. And it's kind of tiered up from there. But anyways, just a quick little look there. So the X5, if you've never seen an X5, you can see it's a very large vehicle, offers you a good amount of space, and you might also see that it has the signature split tailgate. So that's a really nice feature. So you have that soft touch open right there, since I've got the key with me. You can see you've got a good amount of storage in here. Gonna take a look. You've got a nice little track built in, so if you've got some larger items, you can use these to tie it down so it does not move around. You also have this cargo cover here. So that'll keep the sunlight off of groceries, or if you don't want people looking into the back of your car, you can have that there. And then because BMW uses all run flat tires on most of their models, you instead have this nice large storage compartment. Now if you had a third row, the third row would also go there, but most of the people that are buying the X5 are not using the third row very often. It is a little bit smaller, more like jump seats for kids. So what I wanted to mention to you right here is the tailgate. I love this feature personally. So it just makes it really easy when you're loading and unloading things. If you have a dog that likes to get up in the back of the car, you can see that it's going to protect the back bumper. We do get a lot of cars in, trade-ins, that have a lot of scratching on the back bumper. The X5 with this split tailgate, it does help alleviate some of that, but it's a nice loading surface. You've got a good amount of space in the back of the X5, and those seats do fold down. You can see that there's a split for the middle and then the outside seats, and that's all completely separate. So if you just want somebody, you just want the middle seat folded down with a longer item, you can still have 2 passengers in the back comfortably, which is a nice feature. So then you have here, it's power tailgate. That is standard on the X5. This is going to close it. This is going to lock the doors after we close the tailgate. There you go, now it's locked. This vehicle also comes with a standard rear view camera for 2018. This one is also equipped with the park distance control, so you can see there. These are nicely integrated too. These don't stand out too bad, but you can see that is going to let you know when you get close to items in the back of the car when you're backing up, and also in the front we give you those as well. You can see they're really worked in. You can barely see where they're at. We do have one right there. We have 2 in the middle, and then the other one on the other side right there. LED fog lights, and then the full LED adaptive headlights, which is nice. So going to the inside, you see the M branding does not stop on the exterior. You do have M door sills right there. You've got a dead pedal with an M badge. You've got the M steering wheel. So the M steering wheel does have a nice soft leather wrap, and it is sport paddle shifters. Those are also equipped there. And then you can see just the layout, really nice and easy. You can see what I mentioned earlier, how you have the black carpeting, and you have the kind of the two-tone on the door there. So you do get the lighter seats, but it's not as hard to keep clean as the older generations that had the light carpeting as well. So hopefully this one stays in good shape for you. And of course the M Sport models do have a black headliner too. So just kind of gives it a more sporty feel to it. And overall good layout. The multi-contour seats, I'll just mention to you, does have a couple different buttons down here. So that is going to allow you to have a power leg extension, and then you're going to have the power backrest. But you also have these 2 buttons on the backrest right there. That is actually going to allow the seat to split. You can notice there, just the shoulders come in and back. And then of course we have a power headrest. And we have the headrest split too, so you can actually kind of use that to kind of create a little pillow or something. So it's very comfortable on a long trip. The X5 is a very, very nice car, smooth ride. It does come with a standard inline-6 3-liter twin power turbocharged motor. Comes with the BMW near 50/50 weight distribution as well. So I will say, if you're looking at this car, you're probably looking at some other brands too. The BMW X5 is going to out-handle most of those in this price point, and you do get a lot of nice amenities to it as well. And as far as reliability is concerned, typically the last year of any model is going to be very reliable. This motor we've put into our cars for a long time, so you shouldn't have any issues there, or transmission. But as far as electronics and all that kind of thing, you have all the newer safety features that a lot of people are looking for available in the X5, but you have it in a time-tested chassis and setup. So I wouldn't really suspect that if you were getting an 18 X5 that you're going to have a lot of issues with it. They are very reliable cars, and they're one of the more popular vehicles we do sell still, even though it's in its last year of production. So you can see fold down seats. They fold down relatively flat. Even though this is a little bit smaller than, let's say, a Q7, you do have more cargo room in this car once you fold the seats down, and it's not as big. This is about 6 inches shorter than a Q7. So if you want something that's probably going to fit in the garage, this is a good option to look at. And of course, we do have our steel backed seats too, so you can definitely load up and you can be rough in this. It's going to hold up really well over time. So I do appreciate y'all taking a minute to take a look at the X5 with me. I am going to go ahead and park this one back on the lot. And if you have never seen it before, we do have the iDrive 6.0 right here. So you have that live tile set up so you can see in real time what you're looking at for your media, telephone navigation, and then you can also adjust these. Have the connected drive with the weather, vehicle notifications. It is a touchscreen now too. Really neat. Again, hope you guys really enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. I am going to go ahead and move on. Do appreciate the time. Again, it's David at BMW Northlake. Give me a call if you need anything. 704-379-3115. Thanks.